Pakistan possesses a formidable nuclear arsenal developed in response to its long-standing rivalry with India. This rivalry has been a significant factor in shaping the defense policies of both nations, leading to an arms race that has spanned decades. This arsenal is estimated to contain over 160 nuclear warheads, making Pakistan one of the world's most significant nuclear powers. The exact number of warheads is a closely guarded secret, but estimates suggest a steady increase over the years. These weapons are a source of both national pride and international concern. For many Pakistanis, the nuclear arsenal symbolizes national strength and security. However, the international community views it with apprehension, fearing the potential for nuclear conflict in the region. Pakistan's nuclear program is a closely guarded secret, with limited information available publicly. The government maintains strict control over its nuclear facilities, ensuring that details about the program remain confidential. This secrecy adds to the global unease surrounding Pakistan's nuclear capabilities. Pakistan's nuclear capabilities have evolved significantly since its first nuclear tests in 1998. These tests marked a pivotal moment in the country's history, demonstrating its ability to develop and deploy nuclear weapons. Since then, Pakistan has continued to enhance its nuclear technology. The country has invested heavily in developing a range of delivery systems for its nuclear weapons. This includes extensive research and development efforts aimed at improving the accuracy, range, and reliability of its missile systems. These delivery systems include ballistic missiles, cruise missiles, and potentially aircraft. Each of these platforms provides Pakistan with multiple options for deploying its nuclear arsenal, ensuring a credible deterrent against potential adversaries. The development of these systems underscores Pakistan's commitment to maintaining a robust and versatile nuclear force. Pakistan's missile arsenal includes a variety of ballistic missiles with varying ranges. Some of these missiles have the capability to reach targets thousands of kilometers away. The Shaheen 3, for example, has a range of approximately 2,750 kilometers. This range would allow Pakistan to target not only India, but also parts of the Middle East, including Israel. However, it's important to note that range is only one factor in determining the feasibility of a nuclear strike. Beyond range, the accuracy and reliability of Pakistan's missiles are crucial factors to consider. Pakistan claims its missiles are highly accurate and capable of hitting their intended targets with precision. However, independent verification of these claims is challenging. Pakistan's missiles are believed to employ a variety of guidance systems, including inertial navigation and GPS. The effectiveness of these systems in real-world scenarios, particularly against sophisticated missile defenses, remains uncertain. Delivering a nuclear warhead to Israel would be a complex operation for Pakistan. The distance between the two countries poses a significant challenge. Pakistan would likely need to rely on its longest-range ballistic missiles, such as the Shaheen 3. Another possibility is the use of cruise missiles, which have a lower trajectory and are more difficult to detect. However, Pakistan's cruise missile capabilities are less developed compared to its ballistic missile program. Section 5. Strategic Considerations. Why Pakistan might target Israel. This section delves into the complex and multifaceted reasons that could potentially drive Pakistan to consider Israel as a target, despite the primary focus of its nuclear doctrine being India. Pakistan's nuclear doctrine is based on the principle of deterrence, primarily aimed at deterring India. This doctrine has been the cornerstone of Pakistan's defense strategy, ensuring a balance of power in the region and preventing any aggressive moves from its neighbor. Targeting Israel would represent a significant shift in this doctrine. Such a move would not only alter the regional dynamics, but also signal a broader strategic realignment in Pakistan's military and foreign policy. Several factors could motivate such a shift, including geopolitical considerations, regional alliances, and internal political dynamics. Understanding these motivations requires a deep dive into the historical and contemporary context of Pakistan's strategic thinking. Solidarity with Palestine. Pakistan has historically expressed strong support for the Palestinian cause. This solidarity is rooted in shared religious and cultural ties, as well as a common stance against perceived injustices faced by Palestinians. Perceived threat from Israel. Pakistan might perceive Israel as a threat to its security, particularly given Israel's nuclear arsenal and close ties with India. The strategic partnership between Israel and India could be seen as a direct challenge to Pakistan's security interests, prompting a reassessment of its threat perceptions. Extremist influence. The potential influence of extremist elements within Pakistan's military or government cannot be discounted. These elements might push for a more aggressive stance against Israel, driven by ideological motivations and a desire to assert Pakistan's position in the Muslim world. This influence could lead to a more confrontational approach, further complicating the regional security landscape. Section 6. International Response: The Global Consequences of a Nuclear Attack. A Pakistani nuclear attack on Israel would have catastrophic consequences, both regionally and globally. The international community would condemn such an act unequivocally. Severe economic sanctions would likely be imposed on Pakistan. The attack could also trigger a wider conflict in the Middle East with unpredictable and potentially devastating outcomes. Section 7. The threat of nuclear terrorism, a grave concern. In today's world, the threat of nuclear terrorism is a pressing issue that demands our attention. The potential for catastrophic consequences makes it a topic of grave concern for nations around the globe. A major concern surrounding Pakistan's nuclear arsenal is the potential for nuclear material or weapons falling into the wrong hands. With a significant stockpile of nuclear weapons, Pakistan's security measures are constantly under scrutiny. The fear is that these weapons could be accessed by unauthorized individuals or groups. Terrorist groups operating in the region, such as Al-Qaeda or the Islamic State, could seek to acquire such weapons. These groups have shown a willingness to use extreme measures to achieve their goals, and the acquisition of nuclear weapons would provide them with unprecedented power and leverage. Pakistan has taken steps to secure its nuclear facilities and materials. The government has implemented stringent security protocols and invested in advanced technology to safeguard its nuclear assets. Military personnel are trained to respond to potential threats swiftly and effectively. However, the risk of theft or sabotage cannot be entirely eliminated. Despite the best efforts of security forces, there remains a possibility that determined adversaries could find ways to breach these defenses. The consequences of such an event would be dire. The consequences of a terrorist group obtaining a nuclear weapon would be unimaginable. The devastation caused by a nuclear explosion in a populated area would result in massive loss of life, long-term environmental damage, and global political instability. It is a scenario that the world must work tirelessly to prevent. Section 8. The importance of diplomacy and dialogue. Given the high stakes involved, diplomacy and dialogue are essential to prevent any escalation of tensions between Pakistan and Israel. International efforts should focus on promoting dialogue, confidence-building measures, and non-proliferation. It is crucial to engage with Pakistan to address its security concerns and encourage responsible behavior. Similarly, Israel must be persuaded to exercise restraint and avoid actions that could provoke Pakistan. Section 9. Conclusion: the need for peace and stability. The potential for a nuclear conflict between Pakistan and Israel, however remote, is a stark reminder of the dangers posed by nuclear weapons. It underscores the urgent need for peace, stability, and nuclear disarmament. The international community must work together to create a world free from the threat of nuclear war. This requires addressing the root causes of conflict, promoting dialogue, and strengthening non-proliferation regimes.